Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. Today we are going to pray for NOTA, that is none of the above, the provision in electoral system. It should be effectively utilized in India to make the good democracy in electoral system in India. As on 2017, India is the 14th country in the world to have adopted the NOTA system. The list includes Bangladesh, France and the US among others. NOTA was interpreted as the right to a negative vote under freedom of expression as envisaged in Article 21. NOTA has been described as the maturing of India's democracy. In the 2014 general election, NOTA polled 1.1% of the votes, counting to 60 lakhs in number. In the 2019 general election, about 1.04% of the voters choose to vote for none of the above, with Bihar and Assam leading with 2.08% of NOTA voters. Given that NOTA option does not affect the outcome of election, it has often been asked as to what is the rationale behind its introduction. The intent, according to the Supreme Court bench that made it mandatory for the inclusion of NOTA in Indian election, is to morally compel political parties to field candidates with a clean image. People of high moral and ethical values are chosen as people's representative for proper governance of the country, and NOTA button can compel political parties to nominate a candidate of high moral and ethical values represented for proper. NOTA has not yet managed to secure a majority so far, but in many of the elections since its introduction, including the 2014 Lok Sabha election as well as several assembly elections, the number of NOTA votes polled has been higher than the victory margin in many constituencies. This means that if instead of NOTA the voters would have opted to go with one of the two top scoring parties, it could have changed the outcome of the election as depicted in the pie chart. A pie chart depicted in the scenario where top the number of votes polled for the NOTA option are greater than the victory margin in an election where NOTA has no electoral value, versus bottom two scenarios where the NOTA voters would have chosen one of the winning parties, leading to two different outcomes. In the Madhya Pradesh Assembly election conducted in 2018, the difference between the vote share of the winning BJP and Congress was just 0.1%, whereas NOTA polled a vote share of 1.4%. To cite an example, in the South Gwalior constituency, the sitting MLA Narayan Singh Gushwa lost by 121 votes, whereas NOTA get 1550 votes. Had all the NOTA voters hypothetically voted for Gushwa, he would have won a huge margin. In the 2014 Lok Sabha election, 2G scam accused MB A Raja DMK candidate lost to the ADMK candidate, while NOTA emerged with the third largest vote share, possibly as an expression of public anger towards corrupt candidates. It has been observed that some of the highest NOTA votes polled are consistently seen in reserved constituencies that, based on their demographic composition, are required to field only candidates from reserved categories to contest the election. This could be interpreted as a refusal of general category voters to vote for an SC and ST candidate, a scenario where NOTA is being misused to upload caste-based bias. However, the power of NOTA to express dissent is clearly visible in reports where the entire communities decided to democratically protest against governments that have failed to meet their needs. For instance, there have been multiple cases of entire village deciding to vote for NOTA due to consistent failure of local governments to meet basic requirements like roads, electricity, inaction towards villagers' complaints and about water contamination by industries, but have received no government attention deciding to go for NOTA. While on the other hand, more votes for NOTA could be interpreted as more expression of the prevailing dissatisfaction in the electorate. There is also the danger that the underlying cause is ignorance about the candidates, uninformed and irresponsive voting, or expression of the bias on the basis of caste as seen in the reserved constituencies. Thus, while NOTA is definitely providing a voice to dissent, it needs to be accompanied with efforts to raise voter awareness to prevent the misuse of this nature.